How you going, everyone? Cricket 24, 15 days away, and I'm super excited for this one because, there's something about a new cricket game. The summer, the weather's getting warmer. You just feel like it's a good time to be alive. So with 15 days until the launch of Cricket 24, we got the trophy list. We're going to go through that and the fact that this game is actually very close. There's not really a lot of new information that comes out in these trophies normally, but sometimes it does give us an indication of where things may potentially be going with career mode and also what licenses we will have available. And there is one in particular that is a new announcement. So if we skip through the first couple of trophies here, you can see hit a 6 in the Super Smash is a trophy called Smashed It. And this is the New Zealand T20 competition. So this means we're going to have domestic New Zealand T20 comp licensed in the game, or at least that's what it appears to be. Super Smash is capitalized, obviously to probably indicate that. But there's basically a trophy to do with every single license that they do have in the game. So for the Super Smash, we obviously have hit a 6 in the Super Smash. For the 100, we have score 100 runs in a match with a single player in the 100. For the Big Bash, we've got bowler batter out with a fast bowler in the BBL or the WBBL. For the Caribbean Premier League, we've got Tropical Splash, which is dismiss a team for fewer than 100 runs in a T20 match in the CPL or the WCPL. So they do have the Women's Caribbean Premier League teams in there as well. As for the IPL in India, we know they don't have the full plethora of teams, but they are going to have some of them, and that's why it is not listed as the IPL. It is listed as an Indian T20 league. So the trophy there is called Subcontinental. Complete an Indian T20 league match in competition mode. And that is, of course, competition mode, not Indian T20 Premier League mode, because we don't have the license to call it its own mode. And of course, for the Pakistan Super League, we've got a Super Skilled is the trophy there. Bowl 6 stop balls in a single over in a PSL match on the hardest difficulty. All of these modes are going to be fairly unique. As we saw in previous cricket games, they have their own UI as well attached to them, so which is different scoreboards and things. So that's possibly 5 different scoreboards if we go just basic, and then the 100, the Big Bash, the CPL, the PSL, and maybe the Ashes might have something special as well. Of course, the Indian T20 League will probably not have that same sort of treatment given it's not a licensed competition, just a few licensed teams, similar to how PES had like a few teams like Juventus in there back in the day rather than FIFA having all of the licensing for that. There's also a strange trophy here which looks like Glenn Maxwell, and it says, "You can be Max. Use the player credit to name a custom player Max." Maybe this unlocks some sort of weird cheat code. I don't know, but seems like a strange trophy to have. Now, I'm not going to go through the rest of the trophies because they don't really give us too much more information, but I'll go through a few here to do with the career mode. The first one is to just accept a contract offer in career mode. I assume that can be as simple as signing with your domestic league team once you leave your club. So that's probably a really easy trophy to get as well. You've got making the BAP, which is earn 200 batting or bowling ability points on a single player in career mode. Now we did have like skill points that you could put in the last cricket game to whichever stats you wanted. It was pretty easy to max out your dude in the past, and so I guess that's going to be making a return. So 200 points into a player, however you track those, whether you get those through playing well or just playing through the game at all. Interesting to see how we see that go as well. And then we've also got get selected in the Indian T20 League auction in career mode. Now, we've seen the draft style in career mode before with the 100, you get drafted, the Indian T20 League, you get drafted. Whether or not there's like in-game money. Now, I don't know why, because you couldn't use it on anything unless you can use it to buy bats, gear, etc. That's probably one of the easier, well, I say easier, but like easiest things that career mode could do is like every time you sign with a team, you get X amount of like player money that you can use to buy new bats, gloves, gear, etc. so that you can collect that sort of stuff. Because, why else are you playing career mode if it's not to like unlock everything? I don't know. Forget me. I'm just a gaming traditionalist. I hate to have everything unlocked at the beginning of the game. So that's what I would like to have for career mode. So then your career mode play has to like earn that sort of stuff. But that's pretty much it for the trophy list. There's not a heap in it, as I said. And obviously the main one was the potential for that New Zealand T20 League to be licensed. It also doesn't say anything about any other licensed international teams like South Africa or Sri Lanka. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The World Cup obviously kicking off October 5. This game coming out October 5. I will be playing it October 5. Can you wait? 15 more days. Also, one more thing before we go. If anyone was worried about a delay, fear not, because the game is in the PlayStation system. We can already see a day one patch is available. It's about 200 meg so far. That could increase in size, obviously, if they continue to pump patches over the next 15 days before the game does come out. But it does mean that the game is ready to go, and you're going to be playing it on October 5. So get excited, everyone. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you all later. Goodbye.